Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today, this evening, for an incredible day. Say hello if you're there. Welcome, welcome. Great. Thank you so much. Fantastic. We're going to start in 5 minutes, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome, Miss Nodal from France. So great to have you here, my friend. Great, great, great. We have people joining as we speak from around the world. We're so excited to have you. Thank you for joining us. We're going to start in 4 minutes. Welcome, everybody. Excuse me. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us from around the world. Mr. Christensen from Texas, so great to have you here. So great to have you here. All of you from around the world, we're in for an incredible treat tonight. I mean, incredible. And we're going to start in about 3.5 minutes. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're so excited that you could take the time to join us. It's going to be an unbelievable evening, and I'm so excited to bring you our main event, ladies and gentlemen. All of the events, actually. Mr. Brinson, good to have you here, my friend. We're going to start in 3 minutes, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us from literally around the world. We're so excited to have you. We are in for an incredible evening tonight, and we're so glad you could take the time. Mr. Cummings, hello, my friend. Great to have you here, John. So great, so great. We're in for an absolutely incredible treat, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to start in 2 minutes. Welcome, welcome. So excited you took the time to. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us from around the world. We're in for an amazing evening. So excited to have you here, Mr. Kellogg. Great to have you here, my friend. So great to have you all here from around the world, literally. How many of us love that, right? That we're sitting at home or we're sitting on the beach or whatever it is that we're sitting. And thanks to this incredible technology, we're together. We didn't have to cross the town or cross the world to be in the training. Unbelievable. So we're going to start in about 1.5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start in 1 minute, and people are just coming in every second now. Thank you for joining us. So excited to have you here. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We're starting in less than 60 seconds. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We love your participation. So excited to have you here. Yes, Mr. Cummings, I know, Ms. Nodo. Thank you for we're getting started in just a couple of seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. This is it. I see 7:30 Central Time here. Miss Darlene Perkins, great to have you all here. Great to have you here. Okay, Mr. Randolph, so great to have you here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Marita Ionesco. I'm an independent member with RGV. I'm talking to you from France, and I'm excited that you were able to take the time. Thank you, Mr. Christensen, to be here tonight because of who we have as main speaker tonight and as guest speaker. So I'm just the one who is honored to welcome you. Just so you know, I'm going to do the best job that I possibly can to introduce our next speaker. And if I don't do a great job, or if you don't relate to me, please understand. We have a couple of incredible speakers today that you're going to be able to relate to, perhaps much better than me. And we have so much more information about our company on the websites, in other trainings. And so you're going to be so excited to be able to hear from these people. And just so you know, prior to RGV, I had failed in a couple of businesses. So when my friend told me I had to look at RGV, this is before the launching about 14 years ago. We're now 14th year, ladies and gentlemen, with an A+ rating with a Better Business Bureau. And so company documentation, thousands and thousands of checks paid to people all around the world for 14 years. And millions and millions and millions of dollars in sales in 14 years. And the leaders have done millions and millions of dollars in production. And ladies and gentlemen, all of that is here now. But when I got started, you know, it was a project. Mr. Shapiro had a vision of what he was going to create. And together with Mr. Marwan Powell, our president, they just put this company together. And I, who had already failed in businesses twice, I was able to find my home here. I never had to have a job again. And I cannot even begin to tell you how thankful I am about this. Just so you know, our technology always works perfectly. Monica, great to have you here. Dominic, everybody. Okay, Paul, great to have you here. And but if for some reason we have any technology issues or internet or weather issues, no worries, we'll be back, or you'll be back, and everything will just be cool. And thank you so much for your grace with us. And just so you know, we are going to now have an incredible one of our newest leaders in RGV go through some basic information about what our company does and what is on the table and what are the products and services. And then I'm going to be able to come back with you, and then I'm going to have the privilege to introduce our main guest speaker for tonight. So without any further, this gentleman I am about to introduce is somebody who came in and just started, wow, wow. I mean, it was like, wow. In less than 60 days, this man is a manager with our company, and he is one of our newest $1 Million Club members, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? He is brand new, less than 60 days. So he's already doing trainings for companies. So we're going to get the privilege to hear now from this incredible gentleman, Mr. Lee and Mrs. Lynn Kellogg, manager of $1 Million Club members. And so Mr. Lee and Mrs. Lynn Kellogg, so gorgeous couple. Please give it up for Mr. Lee, Mr. Kellogg, whenever you're ready. Please take it away. Thank you so much.
Hear me? Can everybody hear me?
One moment, ladies and gentlemen, while the tech team takes care of turning over the...
Thank you, Ms. Ionescu. So excited to be here. This is one of the first times I've done this, so bear with me. Is it on?
Yes,
hello?
I believe it's on. I can hear you, okay. Mr. Kellogg.
Okay, great.
So we would love to hear from you. Thank you so much, sir.
I'm here in Sunnyvale, Texas. I'm an independent member of RGV with manager status. I've worked about 40 years in various capacities in the architectural aluminum business. I was not the one, however, who made all the profits from the work that I did. In fact, in 2014, the company where I had worked for 33 years downsized and I was laid off. I started looking for online opportunities then, but I got another full-time job, and so I kind of slowed down the online business part. Tried a couple of things, but nothing seemed to stick. Then about 2 months ago, Ms. Ionescu contacted me about RGV, and I took the video tour, and I decided to become a $30 preferred customer. But with further research, training, and the help of Ms. Ionescu and the encouragement from Mr. Shapiro, I found that if I really wanted to reach the goals I had of paying off debt, increased retirement savings, travel, and helping others, I needed to attain the highest level that I could possibly attain while doing this part-time. I love the mall and Swag Bucks, where we get paid for doing things that we do online anyway, and also like the Help-A-Fund with the ability to help friends in need. I look forward to being able to help as many others as possible in my current part-time capacity and in my future full-time capacity. Now I get to introduce RGV to you. Welcome to RGV, where we help businesses, nonprofits, and members to make money while helping the world. Some of the things that are under our services that are under one umbrella: affiliate relationships from around the world, shopping, searching, health, personal development, and more. We have nonprofit support and services. We have business-to-business services, and we can work from anywhere in the world. Our CEO, Mr. Chad Shapiro, he's one of the all-time great success coaches, has already drawn numerous comparisons to legendary CEOs Bill Gates, Michael Dell, and others. He created RGV on two strategies: take our technology and make it our own, and what if the average person, business, or organization was able to make the world a better place while helping their own situations? The more money is made or saved with RGV family of companies, the more money is raised for nonprofits, businesses, and families around the world. RGV President, Mr. Marwan Powell. Mr. Powell played college football at a Big Ten university. Eventually, after being frustrated with corporate America, Mr. Powell started his own business in his early 20s. Due to his incredible abilities as a business owner, Mr. Powell was one of the first people our CEO brought on board with RGV. Our company is so fortunate to have Mr. Powell's talents and expertise on its corporate team for now over 10 years. RGV Vice President, Ms. Lori Rubich, which we get to hear from tonight. Ms. Rubich was introduced to entrepreneurship in 1988. She was encouraged by her dear friend to attend a training event that cost more than her car at the time. Due to massive persistence and hard work, Ms. Rubich was blessed to build a multi-million-dollar sales team of over 40,000 people. By age of 26, she had already earned her first $1 million. Her list of accomplishments are too numerous to mention here, but her passion for making a difference and helping nonprofit organizations drew her to RGV, where she is now Vice President of Nonprofit Development. Additionally, she and our CEO, Chad Shapiro, together with formed a small group of RGV affiliates, developed a mentorship program, with CEO Chad Shapiro for a small group of our RGV members. Availability is extremely limited, and there are qualifications. We have the ability to make money shopping and help the world. You save money shopping online. A simple yet great idea. What if you could save time, save money, earn cash rebate, and support nonprofits, all by simply shopping at your favorite stores? We have partnered over 1,500 different stores online, including Walmart, Best Buy, Target, Home Depot, and we have powerfully priced comparison technology and coupon systems as well. My wife does all our grocery shopping online through Walmart. And I do all our computer stuff on Best Buy. Our new featured partner is Swagbucks, where we get to earn cash and Swagbucks by searching on the internet with movies, watching movies, shopping at stores like Amazon.com, and games and more. Includes a mobile app that you can put on your phones. Paid out over 144 million in rewards. Next Level Leadership, taking life to the next level. This is a great program, like I mentioned, that was developed by our CEO and our vice president, and RGV members can earn up to 75% of the NLL profits from their sales of NLL memberships. You must be a customer on membership to receive bonuses on sales. RGV Health, this is where we can get up to 35% business volume paid and special limited time promotions, large bonuses for selling retail product sets. This is our health products, that supplements that I use. I like the Pure Sleep that helps me get to sleep at night. RGV.org. This is where we help nonprofits for coordinators and above. A new fundraising partner has paid out over 100 million to different causes. RGV.biz for coordinators and above. This cut expenses and increase revenue, saving money, saving the world. Now I'm going to pass it back to Ms. Ionescu, and can't wait for Ms. Rubich to speak later.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
There, we got you.
Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Can you hear me, everybody? You can hear me, everybody? Mr. Brinson? Okay, thank you, everybody. All right, Mr. Kellogg, wow, what an incredible presentation, right? Please give it up for Mr. Kellogg. Brand new, ladies and gentlemen. He's less than 60 days in the company, and he's doing trainings with our vice president. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable job, Mr. Kellogg. Thank you so much and for your dedication. What an incredible story, right? A man who's been working a whole career, laid off. Now he's looking for the right company. He finds it, and then he jumps right in. And now, in less than 60 days, he's in the $1 Million Club member. He's a $1 Million Club member, and he's training for the company. So thank you so much, Mr. Kellogg. And what a gorgeous couple with Mrs. Kellogg. I love that couple. So anyway, back to myself. I'm just going to continue on what Mr. Kellogg said before I introduce our special guest speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of us see from what Mr. Kellogg shared with us that these are all things, how many of us agree, things that we all do already? How many of us know of either ourselves or we know some people who shop online? And according to how Mr. Kellogg explained, our company pays us for shopping online at our favorite stores for the things we need, right? Same thing with the searching, watching videos, going out to dinner, Swagbucks space, for buying health products. You guys understand so we get paid for doing these things, for personal development programs. Ladies and gentlemen, these are all that are multi-billion-dollar marketplace. What does that mean? That people pay billions of dollars to buy health products, to buy personal development programs or CDs or books or whatever. And so RGV allows people like you and me to participate in this program, to be in the middle. And because we have agreements with all these companies, they pay us when we bring the business. And it's all under one umbrella. Every person can find in RGV what they want. Some people, Mr. Kellogg and Mrs. Kellogg, they love shopping and Walmart and Best Buy and all this stuff. Somebody else might be excited about personal development in particular, which of course Mr. Kellogg loves it too. Somebody else might be a health fanatic, and they might be so excited about not only using these products but retailing them. You guys understand? So all under one umbrella, thanks to the genius of our CEO, ladies and gentlemen. And how do we do that to get these products, the mall and the health products and the swag, and in the hands of people? Through building a team. Because you and I, we could not find 10,000 customers, right, on our own. But what if we build a team of 1,000 people and each one has 10 customers? That's 11,000 people. Do they search every day? Do they shop online every week? Do they, right? They do these things. So we do it through, we build the teams through referrals, through leads on the internet. Looking, Mr. Lee Kellogg was a lead on the internet looking for the right opportunity. And we have it. We have the right opportunity. Do you guys understand? Social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, local networking. There's people everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. And the concept is that Mr. J. Paul Getty said it from Getty Oil, one of the first recorded billionaires. He said, I would rather earn 1% off of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of my own. Now, how many of us, I know for myself, I'm raising my hand. How many of us never learned that one, right? We were taught to do it ourselves, to get good at it, and we would get paid for our hours. And then when we stop working, the income stopped. So Mr. Shapiro put together something where we're allowed to build the teams and do what the entrepreneurs do. They have a team. Usually you and I are going to work in their team. And you and I can develop what is called residual income. That means it continues paying us after we stop doing the work. Absolutely brilliant, ladies and gentlemen. And so we're here in business with the support and the training of a company that is, you know, taking care of all of that for us. And so what are the advantages for being in business with RGV instead of, let's say, opening a restaurant? Well, number one, we make more and save more. We have no inventory to stock. We have no office or building leases, no cold calls, no salaries to pay. Imagine if we open a restaurant, we'd be in charge of paying the people, right, that work there. Working from anywhere, literally, right, wherever it is that you are right now, from the beach, and no expensive insurance costs. Ladies and gentlemen, we love those advantages. So what happens when people see the opportunity with RGV? Some people get very excited about being a customer, and we have options. Somebody can be a free customer. They get paid from all of the products and services sold or the activities going through their own website. And they can also have the opportunity to work their way up through production. So everybody can get a shot to get to the highest levels if they want to. Then somebody could be also a preferred customer. That's $30 for the setup and $30 a month for the hosting of the websites. This one pays 2.5 times more than the free customer. And it also allows us to apply for scholarships. It also locks our spot in the straight line customer revenue system, which means long term, we have the opportunity to get paid from all of the customers, all of the sales, everything that happens after they lock their spot. And that means long term is a potential for residual income, which is smaller, but it's there. It's unbelievable. And they also get a referral percentage from having other customers and their shopping and searching and so on. We also have a deluxe suite, which is $309 for the year, a little bit like a Sam's Club or a Costco membership. People pay a little fee, then they get these huge discounts. Our deluxe retail members, they get 80% of the posted DVs. That's incredible. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a promotion where anybody who buys a health set, any health set, they will be given this deluxe retail suite for a whole year for free, included. So unbelievable. That's for our shoppers. Now, some people understand that there is more opportunity than only being a customer, because then we can get paid from everybody searching, everybody shopping. Welcome, Michelle. Everybody buying health products, personal development, and so on. And so we have business options for people who want to do RGV as a career, as a business. So the premier membership, ladies and gentlemen, $497 for the setup fee, and that's not per month, and it gets us a premier status. The rest of our career with RGV pays us 2.5 times more than the free on our own business volume. and 15% from referral bonuses. So ladies and gentlemen, let me show you a little graphic that we use in all the videos, in all the presentations that explains how the compensation plan works. In other words, compensation plan works like any traditional business, right? We have to do production in order to get paid. In other words, we don't get paid for signing up, for bringing other people on board or other customers on board. We get paid when there are products and services sold. And so these merchants pay us, and that money that comes in becomes business volume. That's the production. That's why we build the teams, like J. Paul Getty said, so we have more people shopping and searching and more people buying and selling products, services, you see? So there's more production. So all of those business volume, we call them BVs, right? Business volume, they get added up, and you and I get paid percentages on that. The percentages vary according to our status, like in any company. How many of us agree if you're the owner in a company, you get paid more than if you're the general director, right, Dominic? And if we're the general director, we get paid more than the manager. And if we're the manager, we get paid more than the person who answers the phone or punches in and punches out and works per hour, right? Of course. And in our company, it's the same. So, so the status that we're at matters. And I'm going to show you a theoretical example of how this works. Let's say that you sign up, you're a member with RGV, and you bring me on board. And I get excited about all these things that Mr. Kellogg was talking about. And I start to shop and search and get some customers. And then I build a team of people who are also shopping and searching and getting customers and selling products and services. And all of us together, we generate $20,000 in business in a month. So you referred me and I did the $20,000. How much you get paid? Well, depends on your status, right? Let's say you're a free customer, you make $0. You see in this example here? Okay, but my production allows you to work your way up, because that's one of the advantages. Like we said, the free customers can do that if they want to. You see how beautiful that is? And then if you're a preferred customer, that's the $30 membership, then you made $1,000, same production that I did with my team, right? But your check was higher. Why? Because you're at a higher status. You see how that works? And then if you're a premier, you made $3,000, same production. If you're a coordinator, you made $9,000. If you're a manager, you made $10,000. So how exciting, right? How many of you want to be a coordinator or a manager like yesterday? Of course, right? Somebody there? Yes, absolutely. Congratulations. Many of you have already taken advantage of that, but that's how we do that. Now, why is this also very, very exciting to be coordinator and manager and higher? Because we have fast start bonuses. What that means is that there is ways to make money faster than what I just showed you with these regular bonuses, and those are called fast start bonuses. So we have to be a coordinator, and then when we are at the next month, we're able to earn up to $5,000 in fast start bonuses before we can earn the other regular bonuses. When we're a manager, we're able to earn up to $7,000 in fast start bonuses on the following month. And then you guys see what is happening. And then when we're a director, this is a big jump, ladies and gentlemen. We're able to earn up to $25,000 in fast start bonuses for the month. That's crazy. Okay, I'm sorry for my poor English, but I'm just trying to say that's incredible. I never had an opportunity like that. Executives and IMDs can earn up to $50,000 per month in fast start bonuses. So when you see people that are running like crazy to reach director status, there is a reason for that. You guys understand? Because nobody wants to miss out. Like Mr. Kellogg mentioned, coordinators and above, they can participate in the rgv.org and .biz program. So you get your own .org and .biz websites. You get 8 websites total when you're coordinator or above. Your own rgv.com / your name and the 3-digit PIN number, which they all end up like, most of them end up like that. And that's your business site, your own shopping mall, .org, your .biz, your RGV free tour website, which you can be sharing with everybody, and they become your free customers and they can get the information about the company, your own RGV health website, your own myprofilinfo.net page when you can put your story and your picture, and your own rgv.info site, where we have the privilege to have our CEO and our vice president explaining the company to us. Presentations about everything. So that's for coordinators and above, ladies and gentlemen. The next thing that we have here is the reason why this works for somebody who works it is the training, the learning process. It's RGV is a new career for all of us, and so we have training every day, weekly overviews, fast start trainings, featured partners training, leadership trainings, email trainings, advanced trainings, and so on. Monday through Saturday, all sorts of trainings and advanced trainings, which we're so excited about the one that's coming up this Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. The key is that we have to learn a new career, kind of like if I went to do your job, I'd have to learn it. Where you and I are here to learn the new career. And who do we learn it from? How many of us want to learn somebody who's done it at the highest level of success, right? Yeah, and we have that tonight. It's so incredible. We have special promotions, ladies and gentlemen. Do you guys want to know how Mr. Kellogg, in less than 60 days, he's already training for the company because he's been able to get himself to the $1 Million Club member. And for this very limited period of time, they're lowering the qualifications to be able to reach $1 Million Club. And then once you're $1 Million Club, you get the opportunity to train for the company like Mr. Kellogg did such a great job at doing. You get promoted weekly on webinars like this and all the webinars from the company. And then you get a special bonus of $300 and a special bonus of $50. This is on top of all the compensation plan bonuses, right, that we all get for the work. Added bonuses. And we have videos that explain exactly how that works. So unbelievable for $1 Million Club members. These are the steps, ladies and gentlemen. Number one, learn more. We're in for the best treat ever tonight. Number two, sign up. And number three, share products, services, and the opportunity. The reason, ladies and gentlemen, why it's so exciting, the fact that we have to, who we have to learn from, is because this woman is an icon in the industry. Around the world, this woman has achieved more success than the average person, more success than the most distinguished leaders in the industry. Ms. Lori Rubich, Mr. Kellogg mentioned her, started in business when she was 22 years old. By the time she was 26, ladies and gentlemen, she'd already made her first $1 million. That's not your average result. You guys get it? And by the age of 30, she'd already made millions, and she helped countless numbers of people do the same thing. And this is why it's just so incredible. We have her here because she loved helping nonprofits. She saw what Mr. Shapiro was doing was for helping nonprofits and for helping people, because that's what she had dedicated the rest of her life to, helping nonprofits and people. And she's putting all of her documentation, you know, that she, Ms. Rubich, they used to pay her tens of thousands of dollars. They could pay her today tens of thousands of dollars for her to just show up at a company to train their people. And you guys understand, and she's going to be speaking to us tonight and training us tonight on how we can have success beyond our wildest dreams with RGV. And we didn't have to pay to see her. Understand, it's absolutely, you're never going to even guess. She's trained with Mark Victor Hansen, co-author of The Chicken Soup for the Soul. She created a training company for Sylvester Stallone and his wife's company. I mean, she's been there, done that. You mention her name in the industry, and everybody knows. Absolutely, an icon, a legend. And you're never going to know that when you see her come in, because she's so humble. I mean, unbelievable. She could walk in here with an attitude, with a nose up in the air, like I like to say, because she's done so much and helped so many. Not her. She's so humble. She's so incredible, and she's here to pour her heart to us. So please let me get out of the way. Thank you so much for your attention. Please take notes, and please pay the respect that she deserves to Ms. Lori Rubich, our Vice President of Nonprofit Development. And thank you so much, Ms. Rubich, for everything you do for us and for tonight, for your time tonight.
Hello, hello. Can you all hear me okay? Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ms. Shanescu, and for your grace for that few seconds while our technology, we had to take it from France back over here to the U.S. So we thank you to our tech department. And oh my goodness gracious. First of all, I'll get a chance to be able to mention Ms. Shanescu and her incredible introduction. Very humbling, very grateful to her. But I have to start with Mr. Lee Kellogg. Mr. Kellogg, I'm so thrilled. I'm so excited for you to see all the comments that people are making, when you're training for the very first, one of the very first times. I know you were doing testimonials, and I know you trained with Ms. Shanescu last Saturday, that I was honored enough to be able to hear you do such a fantastic job as well. But, for somebody to come on a company, even with your experience in that short a period of time, and have that level of confidence and just communication skills. We thank you so much, sir. We are honored to have you a part of this. We know you're going to help so many people get into the $1 Million Club alongside of you, and help you and your beautiful wife, Lynn, accomplish all those goals that you came here to be able to accomplish. It's so exciting, and it's what it's all about. It really is what it's all about. So with that being said, I know that so much of the success that any person has had in our business has so much to do with, besides our CEO in a moment I'll share, and our president, of course, it's Ms. Shanescu has done such a tremendous job. She's helped people around the world. She's so incredibly, when she talks about humility, oh my gosh, she's the epitome of humility. And she is so driven. We had a conversation. We probably spent 30 minutes on the phone today, and we were talking about her goals this month and how many people she wanted to be able to help, and how many people she wanted to be able to help get to the next level in the company and business and life. And we as a company, and I speak for our CEO, Mr. Shapiro, Mr. Powell, myself, we are so grateful for Ms. Shanescu, her abilities, talents, her communication skills, her heart for her love for RGV. She's just amazing. So very, very appreciative, Ms. Shanescu, for your beautiful introduction and your incredible training for sure. What I have the privilege of doing, spending this last half of the training tonight, is to be able to share with you some things and some decisions you may choose to make. If we have so many new guests with us, we have so many folks that are here with other folks. So you may be sitting with, some contacts, you may be sitting in a presentation with other folks. And my job tonight is just to do my best to be able to share with you some decisions you can make if you decide to get up and running with us, and maybe give you a more insight of what our CEO, Mr. Shapiro, has created here, because he really has created something that has been having an impact on people's lives in such a positive way for so many years. And it's very exciting to be able to know that. I mean, I just got off the phone with this incredible gentleman, Mr. Mike Times, who played baseball for years, I believe professionally, and then came back to the U.S. and he was playing in Hawaii, so he was in the U.S., but he came back to California, and now he's starting a nonprofit with his family, and just was looking for the right business. And I mean, just a prominent individual. Incredible conversation I had with him just a moment ago prior to this presentation. Of course, a guest of Ms. Shanescu's, and then getting a chance to be able to, meet a beautiful young lady who's 22 years old by the name of Jasmine Jones, who's just starting out as an entrepreneur. So we have people from all different walks of life. We have people that are doctors with our company, that their goal is to be able to literally be a part of RGV full-time 10 years from now, that long-term goal. And it's incredible to be able to see why they're doing what they're doing, where their focus is. Some people want to make a huge difference for nonprofits. That's what got my attention with RGV 6 years ago. Every one of us are here for so many different reasons, but your goals may be to be able to make an extra $500 a month, or your goals may be to build a long-term, full-time business that makes $500 a day. It depends on what you want to do with us, but we really have so many different options, and my job in the next few minutes is to be able to share that with you. But what I want to do real quickly here, and I know we've got people connected all over the world. I know we have people listening on the phone and listening from different devices. I'm going to show you a very quick video here that I want you to see of people from all different walks of life, from different backgrounds. And I want you to be able to see this because I want you to get a perspective of, you know, just kind of the different types of individuals that are coming on board. Some have been in retirement. Some have, you know, just for the first time started as an entrepreneur. And why is this so advantageous is because for me, when I got started in the industry 29 years ago, I related to one particular gal that I saw on a video clip like this that had my background. The gentleman who did the presentation for me back 29 years ago when I saw the industry for the first time, he was a prominent professional. You know, he had been an engineer, and so he was a little intimidating for me as a 22-year-old back then. I was very intimidated. I'm thinking, well, yeah, he's successful. He's a successful engineer. Now he's in the business. But when I met this gal who had the same background as me in the restaurant business, and she didn't even, was blessed to have a college education. She didn't even have a college education, which some of the most successful people in the world have not gotten their college education, right? But the fact that, I mean, I think I just read that the founder of Facebook, right, dropped out of school his second year or something. I'm not encouraging that. If you have chill kids in school, that's not what I'm encouraging. But it's just, there's so many different walks of life that have been tremendously successful. So when I met this gal who had been a waitress and had more success than I ever dreamed, that's what got my attention. So I'm going to show you the short clip, and then I'm going to come back and show you a couple different things about how to get up and running with us if you really want to take advantage of it. Some special opportunities, very special opportunities that our CEO, Mr. Shapiro, has allowed me to be able to share with you tonight. And then we'll get everything wrapped up. And I'm just so grateful for all of you for your time here. So we're going to get our tech department. They're going to switch it over to our video. And for whatever reason, if you can't hear it, or if you're, you can turn up your speakers on your computer or on your phone. But for whatever reason, we'll be right back up in the next few minutes. So please don't disconnect because I've got something very special to share with y'all. I'll be right back. Thank you.
Isbell from Long Island, New York. I was a contractor for 30 years. About 6 years ago, a good friend introduced me to residual income. Over those years, I looked at a lot of companies and I joined so many, never had any success. So when RGV came to me at the time, I wasn't looking. I was done. But something in the conversation sparked my interest to look that one more time. And I have to give kudos to this amazing, persistent woman, because even after agreeing to look, it took her several attempts to get me to look. But once I did, I saw something different. The business model was brilliant and it was simple. From the first moment I joined RGV, the training and support has been unbelievable. So if you're like me, you've been there, you've done that, you've seen it and heard it all before, please, I hope you're in my heart when I tell you I'm just an average guy who, when I joined RGV, I didn't realize how extraordinary the company was. These amazing leaders mentor us every single day. They want us to succeed. I have to tell you, in a few short months, they've shown me and helped me build a global team of amazing business partners all around the world that is growing every single day. So if you get in, you plug in, you do the work, you could do the same, if not so much more. All I'm asking is you take a serious look at what's going on here, because RGV can change your life like it did mine.
Hello, my name is Sandra Duchak, and I live just north of Toronto in Ontario, Canada. I love the RGV program so much. I started with RGV working on a very limited part-time basis. My background is in business. I was an owner and operator of business in career planning and career counseling. I did business development and management consulting, and also property management and real estate investment. I have a lot on the go with a young family, 3 young children, So when I initially met RGV, it was a wonderful opportunity for me to put something in place for residual income because I had never had that before. Now, I am so happy to say it's 10 years later. I was fortunate to meet up with this company in the very beginning of it, and even though I worked part-time, I have had residual income and profit sharing all these years, so I'm very, very grateful to the company. It's a wonderful company that's very, very good to their people, and I'm so grateful to be part of this organization.
My name is Artie Wall, and I worked for many years as an executive of a large nonprofit in North Dakota, later worked as an executive in corporate America with a six-figure income. I was laid off due to the corporation selling at a very uncomfortable time just before retirement. My husband and I looked at each other and decided we needed to do something for ourselves and started searching for a business that we could work from home. I found RGV when it was still in the pre-launch, so it has been over 10 years now. I'm currently an executive director with RGV and have the privilege of helping many nonprofit organizations. I love RGV because no one can ever lay me off again, and because the training, leadership, integrity, and flexibility are incredible. I'm so blessed to be here and so thankful for such an amazing company.
Hello, my name is Mark Christensen. I'm currently living in San Antonio, Texas, from Chicago area, and I grew up as a golf caddy and actually graduated college with a criminal justice degree, but I found myself working as a golf caddy still for a total of 16 years. And I saw the lifestyle and the freedom of business success and entrepreneurship in that lifestyle because my mom and dad had worked in the blue-collar world and were just, paycheck to paycheck, frustrated, didn't have a lot of money when they retired. And I just saw the system and the lifestyle was very, very different. People that I was caddying for were playing golf Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, while people were driving and going to work. And now I'm fortunate to be able to have a lifestyle working from home. Found RGV back in the beginning when it worked directly with our CEO, and I was so fortunate to get connected with him through a phone call when he returned my call when I was looking to build business. And ever since that's been a blessing and an amazing mentor and an amazing CEO. And now I get to run in the mornings and see people driving to work while I'm running, across the park. And it's just an amazing opportunity to have that freedom and lifestyle that so many people dream of. And the value of RGV is that the training, the vehicle of the business model, the technology helps me do that. But I also could find people that are better than me, plug them into the system, and because they actually are in the business and working, I can benefit from the efforts of other people. So I'm so fortunate for that and grateful to them. I wouldn't be here without them and the leadership of our CEO, Mr. Shapiro, and our Vice President, Ms. Rubich, and our President, Mr. Powell, and all the top leaders. I'm so grateful. So hopefully you can find something in our business for you, and I welcome you to the team. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Marita Ionesco. I'm an executive director with RGV. I was honored to start with the company before we even launched, and I'm very thankful because since being with RGV, I've never had to have a job ever since. And prior to that, I had to do all the work, even when I had my own business in Europe, and I was excited about what I was living, but I didn't know the concept of residual income. So obviously, I fell in love with that concept, but I failed in a couple of companies where you had to sell products to your friends, and I couldn't sell anything. So I love the idea that here in RGV, we utilize the same concept, and one of the things that I attribute my success and that I'm so thankful for is that they have a system that works. It's already proven. The company has the credibility in the years, so the company is not in question, and that the people who lead us, CEO Chad Shapiro and Vice President Laurie Rubich, as well as our President, Mr. Powell, they have the documentation. They've already done it so successfully. So you and I are learning from people who've done it. And because in RGV, the system is that we cannot succeed unless we're helping people and nonprofit organizations and businesses succeed. So it's a win-win-win situation. I love the heart. I love the leadership. And I'm so thankful for RGV. Thank you so much.
So fun, so fun, so fun. it's incredible to be able to see all these different people and what they've been able to do and their backgrounds. It's just incredible to be able to, you know, have the opportunity. I mean, the difference that people's lives have changed, right? The travel, the helping nonprofits, being able to make such a difference. It's just very inspiring. You guys can all hear me okay, correct? I hope. All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. So what I want to do is just kind of share with you a couple key things about, you know, maybe why you would consider if RGV is the right company for you, or where you would want to get started. And I'm very privileged to be able to cover these last few minutes with y'all, because it's very exciting when we have, you know, we're looking for that next Lee Kellogg. Lee Kellogg's looking for the next Lee Kellogg, right? Or you could be somebody who just wants to be able to come on board and, you know, sell some products on the side, get involved with our health products, get involved with our, you know, the opportunity to raise money for nonprofits, whatever it is, We have so many different options. So let's reiterate, let's hit on a couple of those things we just talked about. I think everybody would agree, as Ms. Shinescu mentioned, that people are shopping online with or without RGV. Would you all agree with that? So people are doing this anyway, right? So let me ask you this. Let's look at the next product line. Do people search online with or without RGV? Are people searching online? Are people going and buying on Amazon? With or without RGV, are people buying on Amazon? So can you imagine a marketplace where you're able to offer to people what they're going to do anyway, but now you can say, what if you were able to get cash? What if you were able to make money from doing what you're doing anyway, right? It's just incredible, right? Very simple. The power of simplicity. Very, very simple. But let's look at this. Our health products. We even offer to our free members a chance to even get their own health store online set up. So even a free member tonight could literally activate within minutes after they got started into the system their online health store. They could buy some products for themselves if they wanted. They could send the link out to others. They could watch videos on the products. It's incredible, right? Again, depending on what somebody wants to do and how fast they want to get up and running with us. Very, very exciting. Self-development. Why is self-development so powerful? Is because $1 billion has billions, ladies and gentlemen. This is every industry that we're in are multi-billion-dollar industries. And self-development, we pay up to the 75%, as Mr. Kellogg did such a beautiful job talking about in our self-development program. We didn't create it for a revenue stream for the owners of the company to say, oh, more money for us to train. We created it to be able to have more revenue for the field. And in addition to that 75% of the profit being paid out, we also give an additional 10% to nonprofits around the world. We're very excited about that. The reason why I came on board with RGV is because RGV has a mission to raise $1 billion for nonprofits around the world. We just recently brought on board a partner that has impacted so many different nonprofits, and they actually have their own crowdfunding program that we now have underneath the RGV umbrella, which is just absolutely amazing. Most of people have heard about crowdfunding. You see it all over the place when people go through incidences or accidents, or you know, they had the huge tragedy here in Orlando. I think it was actually a year ago, right around this time, in Florida here, and they had GoFundMe accounts that were in the millions, you know, to be able to help the families. So we have a program underneath RGV umbrella for crowdfunding for any cause. It doesn't have to be a 501c3. It doesn't have to be a nonprofit. And you get blessed for making a difference for these causes. So you really want to think about where you want to get started with us. And that really is your choice, whether you want to start as a free member, whether you want to start as a preferred customer, as you can see here, as Ms. Shinescu talked about, whether or not you want to get started as a premier membership. Now, I do want to take a second to share with you, when I saw this type of industry 29 years ago, I had options as well. I'll show you our compensation plan. I had options to get started at different levels as well 29 years ago. This is way before RGV. And for me, when I looked at where I can get started and what I could do, you know, if I looked at my own bank account of where I could get started, I would have started for free. But I didn't look at my bank account because they explained in the presentation that where I wanted to get started was not where I was at that day in business. It was where I wanted to be. What did I want to accomplish? And I'm like, okay, but where, you know, when they talked about financial commitments to the business, you know, I was like, okay, but I don't even understand how would I financially commit to this business as an independent member, right? I'm building my own company within a company, but I didn't have any money. And they said, well, Lori, most businesses don't start with their own money anyway. And I'm like, okay, I was still a little lost. Again, I was 22. I never started a business before. And they said a lot of people go and get bank loans or get equity from a home or something like that. And I didn't have that liberty. I didn't have that opportunity. And so I tried to take my 73 Cougar that had Bondo all over it to go get a loan at a bank. I will never forget that humiliating day for the rest of my life. But I didn't know. But you know what I think about with that? I think about, oh my gosh, I was going to cross every T and dot every I. You know, I was going to do whatever I had to do to be able to figure out a way. And so even though that was humiliating, I walked out of the bank with my tail between my legs, right? When they said, ma'am, your car is not even worth, you know, $500, let alone trying to borrow thousands of dollars. And I didn't know, I didn't understand equity, I didn't understand any of that, but I was so grateful that I took that step. So I ended up using what a lot of successful people use, which is OPM, other people's money. I borrowed the money to start my business back in 1988 from my ex-boyfriend. It was one of the hardest phone calls I've ever made in my life. It wasn't the first phone call by any means that I made, but I called a bunch of people that I thought maybe could help me start my business. And I got a bunch of no's. The story is even on the back office. I got no after no after no after no. And then finally, I had the opportunity. My ex-boyfriend said he'd finance me. And I borrowed $5,800 back in 1988 to start my business. And I worked very hard. And the reason I tell you that is because we don't care if you start for free with us. Wherever you want to start is up to you. But you do have options to be able to get yourself in higher profits with the company if you do want to be able to invest in yourself, if you want to start building up and getting into higher profits. Okay, so here's what I want to reiterate with you, because we have something so powerful with our program. Let's talk about the couple different options that we have. We can start as a free customer, as you all remember. You could start as a preferred customer, which is a one-time $30 and then $30 a month for hosting for websites that are your business websites. They're updated, they're ran, the videos are updated, and you don't have to spend a dime on it, which is so fantastic for any updates, for any of that stuff. You could start as a premier, which is $497 one time and then $30 a month for all your hosting. But here's what the company will do. I've never heard of a company doing this, but this is what RGV does. They have what's called a scholarship. That scholarship, ladies and gentlemen, will invest in you more than you invest in yourself. So the company is going to look at where you want to get started. And if you want to start as a preferred customer or a premier, they're going to invest more in you than you'd even invest in yourself. And I love that. I love that. So here's where the scholarships fall into play. I want you to see this. These scholarships, ladies and gentlemen, if someone wanted to start as a preferred customer, they're going to get a $300 training. That's an advanced basic training included in their scholarship. They're going to get a full month of mentorship on our mentorship program that Mr. Lee Kellogg did such a great job talking about, that Mr. Shapiro and I'm blessed enough to be able to be a part of, along with some of our top leaders. For a full month, this is going to be included in your preferred customer scholarship. And it also locks you into what we call our straight line customer revenue system. So if you lock in as a preferred customer tonight, it means that any of our free members that got started even last week, even before you were here, they're going to be a part of your straight line revenue long-term opportunity of profit. Crazy good, because you got locked into that straight line customer revenue system. There's a whole video on this. Amazing, right? Even if a free customer got started a month ago, you are going to go roll right up past them, which is incredible for our straight line customer revenue system. If you decide to become a premier tonight, we are going to give you a couple opportunities here. A premier scholarship is $497, but here's what's incredible with this scholarship. If you decide, remember, ladies and gentlemen, I borrowed $5,800 from my ex-boyfriend 29 years ago. But if somebody wanted to become a premier tonight, why would they do that? Number one, they have the opportunity to get higher profits right from the very start on all their personal sales. 3 times the amount of profit here. 3 times the amount of profit. But here's why it's so crazy good. The scholarship the CEO has put on the table for anyone is that if someone starts as a premier at the premier website package, that's what they want to purchase, they are going to get the opportunity to have $20,000 in business waived. Remember I said that the company invests more in that person than they even invest in themselves. So if I was brand new tonight, I wanted to become a premier, I'm going to get started with $497 to lock it in. I'm excited. I'm ready to get up and running. Guess what the company is going to do? The company says, Lori, you're not going to be a premier in the company. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. I got started with a premier website package. Why am I not going to be a premier? They said, we're going to put you up to coordinator. I'm like, what? They're going to put you up to coordinator, which is normally what it takes is $20,000 in business to accomplish this between you and your entire sales team. But here's what's so crazy. They're not just going to lock you in it as a coordinator at that level to make higher profits, to make higher personal volume, 25% versus 5 as a preferred customer versus 15 as a premier. But they're also going to start paying what's called direct volume. And you are eligible, once the first of the month hits, to start earning fast start bonuses up to $5,000 a month. Because you got locked in coordinator before the 1st of July, you will be qualified in July to be able to have the potential of these fast start bonuses. But you'll be qualified immediately starting Monday on all of these bonuses right here. Incredible, incredible, incredible. But guess what? Mr. Shapiro called me an hour before we started tonight and said, let's bless the individuals that are there tonight a little bit more. And I'm like, besides our scholarship of $20,000 worth of credit? And he said, yes. He said, we have a big training coming up this weekend. And we want to be able to have anybody possible that's excited about learning about our company get a chance to be able to see the bigger picture of what we're doing. And we have a self-development training underneath the RGV program this weekend. We're doing a training called Elevate. Any premier that gets started with us this evening between now and midnight, they're going to have a $300 ticket of what it would take to be able to go to our Elevate training, and it will be included in this premier membership scholarship if you decide to take advantage of that tonight. Now, even if you're a month old in the business, you still can have the ticket to the Elevate on top of the $20,000 and lock yourself into coordinator. Incredible, incredible blessing. If it's within your first 7 days of being a part of the company, then you just scored really big, because you're going to get a $50 rebate You're going to get 400 bulk leads and get a ticket to this weekend's $300 event. So incredible, 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 incredible. So anybody who is serious, anybody that this makes sense to, I would really highly recommend you getting the chance to be able to dive in, take advantage of that Premier Scholarship, and make sure you have the blessings of everything that comes with it. It's just very, very exciting. I do want to be able to make this offer, and we're going to wrap it up in the next 2 or 3 minutes. I thank you for your grace with this. I do want to be able to make an offer here. If some of you are brand new tonight, you're just putting your toe in the water, you're not sure if this is for you. If anybody just wants to go to the event this weekend, if you're just interested in getting registered tonight for this weekend by itself, we're going to have the opportunity, guys, to help you get registered for $147. For $147 if you decide to get registered for this weekend. But here's what's going to be so key about this for those of you here for the very first time tonight. If you decide to get registered for this weekend and you're still debating whether or not you want to be a part of the business, but you want to learn about what we do, you want to learn more about us, you want to spend those 3 hours on Saturday with us, that's going to be a life-changing experience and a life-changing training by our CEO, which I'm going to talk about in a moment. But those of you who just get registered for this tonight, if you're still debating and figuring out whether or not RGV is for you, I encourage you to get registered tonight. Because if you're brand new with us and you decide to be able to go for that weekend and to be able to learn from the CEO for 3 hours, along with our president, I'm blessed enough to be a part of there. We're going to have some unbelievable video testimonials there as well. But if any of you decide to get registered for this tonight and you want to just get to know us and decide if this is something for you, there will be 100% money back guarantee. So if on Saturday night only, you sent an email to us after the training was over, Saturday night only, let's reiterate that. It cannot be a month from now, 2 weeks from now, 17 years from now. But if you decided on Saturday night that this company was definitely not something for you, we will 100% refund your registration fee for that Elevate training. And you can walk away. You can't be in the business, of course. We're not going to have somebody just come to the training and say, oh, I just didn't like the training, but I still want to build a multi-million-dollar business with y'all or be part-time with y'all. No, it's either one or the other. But if you decide this is not for you at all, you will lose nothing. Our company has never done that before. Why are we doing that? We have so many people around the world that are so excited about learning about us that we want to give them the opportunity to be able to be there with us Saturday and have zero risk whatsoever. So if they decided it wasn't for them, they would lose nothing. If they didn't want to work with us at all by Saturday night, they sent in that email to us, they would lose nothing and they will be fully refunded. So we're excited about what's taking place. Empire training, guys. This Elevate training, I keep saying Empire, it's so funny. This Elevate training that our CEO is doing this Saturday, and along with our president, Mr. Marwan Powell, is going to show people how to do this. And you see these pictures. What the heck? What do you mean it's going to show people how to sail? It's going to show people how to drive a car or stand in front of a car. It's going to show people how to change their lives. See, what all these pictures are my family, my parents that I was able to spoil and bless, and I'm forever indebted and grateful to God that I have this story. But what this story is, more than any materialistic thing of $1 million house or a couple $100,000 for a boat or hundreds of thousands of dollars I spent on automobiles for my parents, what's more important in these pictures is freedom. I'm in every one of these pictures. I may not be in the view, but I either took this picture or I was there, which gave me the freedom. So whether you're standing in front a year from now with your kids at kindergarten during one of their field trips, or whether you're standing on a beach somewhere with your significant other or your spouse or your children or your grandkids. It's freedom. And our CEO and our president are doing a training called Elevate this weekend that's going to show people what they could build in their RGV business, what they need, the skills that they need to be able to elevate every aspect of their life. And it's going to be a life-changing experience. It's going to be an aha beyond belief. And I'm so privileged to be able to be a part of it. Our CEO will inspire people, educate people. This is a man who built 1,000 people in a distribution network in 12 months, 20 years ago when he started off. This is a man that stood up in front of the stage after 12 months of being in a company like an RGV business, and he accepted the highest award out of anybody in a multi-million dollar company of doing more personal business in that last 12 months than any other human being in the entire company. And it was his first 12 months in the company. Right, Dominic? Wow is right. Crazy, incredible, amazing, mind-blowing. He's going to be teaching people how to elevate their life this Saturday. This training is worth way more than $300 retail price, way more than that. But our company has put this ridiculous blessing out there. And if any of you who are brand new with us tonight decide to get registered for that event tonight, if you're not going to be a premier and get the ticket along with that premier, which we have never done before, by the way, ever. But even if you're just getting your toes in the water with us and deciding whether or not you want to learn about us more and so on, then I would recommend getting registered for that event, ladies and gentlemen, because you've got nothing to lose. All the people who are working with you can get you all the information necessary of where to get registered, where to get started as a premier if you choose to, so that you can get that invite for that training and get that ticket that's worth $147 included in your scholarship if you decide to start as a premier tonight. But they will show you what to do, where to do it, and how to get yourself up and running. But I have to just close it by saying it is an absolute honor for me to be here. It's an honor for me to be able to spend this time with you. It is a privilege for us. I know that I believe we have Ms. Ionescu that's going to be doing a mentorship program tomorrow morning. For any of you that will join us on our Premier Preferred Customer membership, you're going to be a part of our mentorship program that's a part of the scholarship. Ms. Ionescu is going to do a beautiful job teaching people in the morning. And it is just a privilege and an honor for me to be able to spend this time with you today. Lives have been changed because of RGV. Lives have been changed because of this industry, and it would be such a blessing to be able to help you accomplish any goal that you wanted to accomplish for you and your family by being a part of RGV. So again, I thank Ms. Ionescu for her incredible talents, her abilities, her humility, her incredible work ethic is just phenomenal, and that comes from all of us at the corporate office. And of course, Mr. Lee Kellogg, I congratulate you. I cannot wait to meet you. Cannot wait to meet your beautiful wife in the next upcoming year. We're so grateful for your time and talents and training abilities. We're so blessed to have you on our $1 Million Club. So God bless you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Get with the person who invited you out. Let us know if you're ready to get up and running. We'll help you do just that. And it's a privilege for me to be able to be here with all of you. Have a beautiful night, everyone. God bless. This recording will be up on our start meeting wall in the next 30 minutes if anybody needs to see the recording. Thank you all. God bless.